You won't believe what happens next. We're eating well, living well, it's like a vacation here. He eagerly sends his short video to the girl, trying to catch her attention. But the bad monkey dares not enter the human camp, not his territory. But come midnight, the bad monkey has a change of heart. He realizes Caesar is heading to the border for revenge and suddenly goes. He once had the child, but long gone now, and Caesar's feelings for family really hit him deep. For that tiny glimmer of hope, he'll head to the border at dawn, perhaps find his kid too. Caesar beams. Little did he know it was the start of his woes. They trudged north through snow, soon finding the humans camped the so-called border. For safety's sake, Caesar brought along Big Guy to scout, but what a twist, they got ambushed by 2 humans before they knew it. Big Guy quickly protected Caesar, but another human had Caesar in a grip. Thank goodness Rocket showed up just in time to knock some sense into the trouble. Unfortunately, it was too late. Big Guy sacrificed himself for their leader, feeling oddly proud to do so. The others felt devastated. The stars were hiding everywhere from the humans. It was a real rollercoaster ride and nerve-wracking. If not for their huge racial differences, they might have surrendered by now, but sadly it seems everyone has sold out everyone else. Each sacrifice was a blow to the tribe, especially from such loyal comrades. Humans were powerful and ruthless. Zephyr fantasized Caesar would change his mind and lead them to a new home. Little did he know. If he gives in now, what would that mean for his wife and child, and all his struggles? Zephyr noticed Caesar was seeing red and cautiously. He bore a striking resemblance to Scar in his current demeanor, but that comment provoked Caesar's anger because Scar had ignited this prolonged war purely out of personal vendetta. Everyone branded Scar a traitor, but when the tables turned, Caesar found himself just as restless, charging straight for the colonel to settle the score. But before reaching the camp, he saw a heartbreaking scene. His tribe, bound on wooden racks, meant for their new home. They lost their lives to the merciless storm, and Caesar rushed toward the cliff, praying furiously that the worst wouldn't happen. But alas, nightmarish visions danced before his eyes. Every single one of his tribe was now a captive. Caesar was completely bewildered. He came to take revenge on the colonel beat him at his own game by capturing his tribe first. But then, out of nowhere, he heard his kin calling to him. Turns out, he wasn't done for yet, and they shared the story. As soon as he left the tribe, the colonel jumped in out of nowhere to attack. Ideally, he should have taken them all out in one go. But this time, to everybody's surprise, he decided to take them all and make them work for him. Caesar was scratching his head. Weren't the humans on the brink of extinction? What was left for them to do? Just as Caesar was pondering over the colonel's motives, his tribe members succumbed to their injuries, bringing Caesar to his knees in sorrow. In a blink, Caesar was now a captive of the colonel, flanked by the traitor donkey and the archer he once spared. What a nightmare squad. The colonel thought Caesar showed up to save his tribe, not realizing the only thing on his mind was revenge. Suddenly, the colonel put 2 and 2 together, had killed Caesar's brother. No wonder Caesar was so mad. Caesar straight up admits he heard the colonel would be here, and that more troops were coming from the north. Yikes. On hearing that, the colonel just laughed, lost all interest in conversation, and ordered for Caesar to be taken outside to the party pooper. That's when Caesar really realized the plight of his people. His little son was desperately running after him, crying "Dad." But he couldn't utter a word, trapped and ignored by his own tribe. What a tragic scene. After 2 years of fleeing, everyone lost faith in him. Mentally, he charged into revenge. At that moment, Caesar was drowning in guilt, battling himself on the inside. But he quickly realized, compared to the suffering ahead, this wasn't anything at all. As dawn broke, a group of star traitors burst into the cage, yelling and telling them to get to work on the wall. The colonel seemed very invested, even showing up for inspections and setting up artillery on the wall. It was quite the project. The humans were seriously paranoid, keeping all the stars locked up. Who were they afraid of? Just then, one star, too hungry to hold on, dropped the whole log. Talk about a klutz. Since the community was locked up, these incidents had become a regular thing. But the humans ignored it completely and sent the donkey to punish them. What a joke. The donkey, trying hard to impress his masters, held nothing back. Caesar suddenly realized the humans would never let them go. The day the walls were completed would be the day they'd find doom. The humans just viewed them as expendable. The stars couldn't take it anymore. They all dropped their work and protested, but without weapons. The protests were just for show. Caesar was brought before the colonel, whipped by the donkey, but he held his tongue, showcasing his stubborn spirit. Even the traitorous donkey was clueless on how to deal with him. The colonel ordered Caesar to command his people back to work. Caesar realized this was his only chance to negotiate with the colonel. Of course, the colonel wasn't going to agree. Seeing Caesar so defiant, he quickly executed one of the tribe to send a message. But even faced with death, Caesar knew as long as the colonel needed them for labor, he wouldn't go all the way. Besides, all the living little guys were leverage, but the real show was who would break first. Eventually, fearing for their leader, the tribe members went back to work easing the colonel's anger. But he definitely noticed a change in the stars. But the once deflated tribe started to coalesce once more. The donkey tied Caesar to a post, hoping to crush everyone's spirit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.